March of 2023, Marlon, Ac-Pangan, and I had the chance to go down to Trinidad and visit the Cocoa Research Center at the University of the West Indies. And we went there to conduct a pilot scale fermentation experiment.
Cocoa is a tropical crop that is grown 20 degrees to the south and the north of the equator, and this is the raw material to make chocolate. And since our lab focuses on fermentation, cocoa beans need to be fermented in order to produce a high quality product. The Cocoa Research Center is one of the organizations that has had a big impact in the cocoa industry worldwide, and we decided to partner with them to establish this research project. And this project consisted in two different parts: the field research and the lab analysis. For the field research, we had to harvest the beans and ferment them in wooden boxes for several days.
Usually the fermentation will take place at the farm or at the farmer's cooperative, so it's taking place, in the field on pretty small scale. So if we can help them to develop and test practices that may be more consistent or may allow farmers to just bring that product up to a little higher level of quality where they can then command a higher price for their crop, that benefits them and that feeds back into sustainable agriculture.
The quality of the cocoa beans are impacted by the growing environment, the genetic of the crop, but also post-harvest process. That's where our lab comes to the game, because one of those important processes is fermentation, and that's what we do. Specifically, our lab focuses on nitrogen, for example, and other micronutrients that are needed for fermentation. Some of the analysis that we conducted here was using liquid chromatography to evaluate organic acid, sugars, and amino acid profile of the samples. But this is not the end of the story. We are also conducting sensorial analysis on the liquor that is used to make chocolate, because the idea is not only to understand those chemical changes, those microbial ecology changes, but also the quality of the final product, which is what consumers will be tasting at the end.